Hey, it's Clip of the Day time where Buck Sexton and I pick out the best hot take, the most fun that we had for all of you to be able to experience on the show.
That's right, and this segment is brought to you by ExpressVPN, which is the virtual private network that we trust to protect our online data.
When I use ExpressVPN, the big tech companies can't see my IP address, my identity is anonymized, and my data's encrypted. That gives me the absolute maximum protection.
And what I like most is how easy it is to use. All you do is download the app. But first you got to set up your account, right? So go to expressvpn.com/patriot. You'll get an extra 3 months free, or you can click on the link.
That's expressvpn.com/patriot. And now it's time for the clip of the day.
Fauci is finally seeing the limits of his tyranny. He's gotten away with so much to this point. The fact that this guy, the fact that he has been able to be as wrong as he is, I know Democrats, I know libs out there who will say that it was a noble lie when he said that masks don't do anything because we were going to run out of masks. We never ran out of masks. We were never going to run out of masks. That was just the excuse for Fauci knowing that masking became first the psychological security blanket for the over-anxious, and then the political signaling tool, and then the tool of subjugation for the rest of us. Wear that mask and do everything else we tell you to. Fauci had to go along with all that, that the Pope of Fauciism, if you will, himself in 2020, no less, basically mocked the idea of masks publicly, creates a problem for them. This is like when there's a founding of a religion and it turns out, oh, wait, this person didn't actually do any of these things, or someone else said this or wrote this. They'll just change it. That's what they've done with Fauci, because he is effectively an iconic religious figure for the left, for the Democrats. Remember, they will never be angry at him because in their minds, he helped deliver this country from Trump. Oh, no, not Trump. That's all that he had to do. They'll always forgive him. In fact, they'll always celebrate him. Even in years to come, when we see that the abandonment of decades of pandemic playbook and the preparations made and what was common knowledge within the medical community about things like natural immunity, about the worthlessness of cloth masks as an infection reduction tool for aerosolized virus. When we look back at all that, there will still be about 40% of the country that says, yeah, but whatever Fauci had to do, it was worth it, because he saved us from Trump. You see, this is how Trump derangement syndrome is its own pandemic. Here is Fauci, though, finally seeing the limits of his powers and the need for his political masters to not have to deal with the blowback from things that he says, because he had claimed, as you know, that we can't really tell if this Christmas time, is it safe for you to see loved ones? Maybe it's your last Christmas ever. Too bad. We got a virus out there, and if you go near family, you're basically a mass murderer, even if you're vaccinated, so sorry. And then he had to back off of that. People realize, hold on a second, there's a problem here. This guy's out of his mind. This guy's completely unreasonable. That's really the essence of Fauciism, is dictatorial unreasonableness. And so now he's even saying, go out, go for Halloween, enjoy your Reese's Pieces or your candy corns or whatever. I'm sure the CDC is going to put out a statement any minute now about how dangerous sugar is. But here he is.
Halloween is just around the corner. A lot of parents are wondering how to trick or treat. Do they hand out candy? Do they walk around with their children? What's your guidance?
I think that particularly if you're vaccinated, but you can get out there. You're outdoors for the most part, at least when my children were out there doing trick or treating, and enjoy it. I mean, this is a time that children love. It's a very important part of the year for children. I know my children enjoyed it. So, I mean, again, particularly if you're vaccinated. If you're not vaccinated, again, think about it, that you'll add an extra degree of protection to yourself and your children and your family and your community. So it's a good time to reflect on why it's important to get vaccinated.
Whoa, hold on a second. What's this? Notice how he's He's admitting that there are other things in life to think about than just the slim possibility of getting this virus and getting deeply sick from it and giving it to somebody else who then gets deeply sick from it. There are other considerations in life. Hold on a second. Where's this guy been for 18 months? Oh, because he finally stepped in and with his, I don't think you can see your loved ones over Christmas. I don't know. It's too early to tell. Finally, people saw what Fauci, the little fascist, actually had in mind for their future. And the Democrats were like, whoa, hold on a second, Fauci. You are a tool of our power. You're not supposed to make it harder for us to control people. You're supposed to make it easier. So they had to dial him back just a little bit. Will it last? Unlikely, but it's certainly worth considering.